Hi, I'm Shandy Foster. I grew up in a middle class home and I'm currently middle class. I'm currently working on my first master's degree in education with a specialization in early childhood education. I grew up in a two-parent home with one sister and am currently married with two children. Politically, I consider myself independent but tend to lean to the left. And though I am white by my skin tone, I am of Melungeon descent, so we're kind of a blend of European, German, Native American, and African American, as well as some Hispanic roots. I grew up in a two-parent home in the Piedmont area of North Carolina. My family was very religious and applied those principles to every aspect of life. We lived next door to my maternal grandparents until they passed away. We lived there about 11 years. This allowed us to visit with our extended family often. I have 14 blood-related aunts and uncles total, and over 75 first cousins. I attended preschool in a daycare setting for 2 years, then attended public schools for K through 12. I earned my associate's degree from a technical college, then earned my bachelor's from a 4-year liberal arts college. I'm currently working on my master's degree and am the first person in my family to attend college. I have many uncles, aunts, and other family members that are naturally musically talented, so it runs in the genes. I play music by ear, though I have had formal musical instruction in school. I sing, play piano, clarinet, and played the flute briefly. Coming from a religious family background, science was frowned upon, but it always fascinated me and I study it to this day. I enjoy microscopy and performing science experiments with my children. I'm not a sporty person, nor am I very interested in athletics, but I do enjoy hiking and kayaking. The factors that I chose are very important to me in making me who I am, because growing up in a middle-class home, we weren't horribly poor, though there were times where we did have to, scrounge for our resources, but we weren't rich either, so we knew what it was like to want sometimes. Being the first person that went to college in my family was a big deal, and I've always been more of the intellectual in the family, so sometimes it was very difficult to relate to my family members. Growing up in a two-parent home in my family did have its benefits. There were two incomes coming in, and there was always someone to help. Politically, being independent, I understand the fiscal views of Republicans to certain extents, and I understand and agree with the Democratic social purposes and views. So it tends to resonate in how I treat people and how I think through problems. My background, being of Melungeon descent and very, very multicultural, multiracial, has played a big part in how I relate to other people. I tend to look at privilege differently, even though I am considered white by my skin tone. I do relate to the struggles of the past and present, just seeing what my family members go through that are not white, and seeing those difficulties, I can understand how seeing someone that is white, they feel like we can't relate. Culture, to me, is determined by all the factors that create who you are, where you grew up, your family surroundings, your ethnic background, all of the things that are brought together that make you who you are, that produce the lenses that you look through when thinking about things, solving problems, and how you view the world.